Hi, I'm Nigel the Shanghai Psychic. I can tune into your loved ones in the spirit world, but I can also tune into you, tell you about your path and the choices that you need to make and need to know. I'm currently giving 30% discount on all Tell Craig Your Story listeners. Just use the code Tell Craig Your Story for 30% off your first psychic reading with me online at Nigel the Shanghai Psychic.
Black China, baby.
Yeah, we know we don't play around. We know the podcaster in Shanghai. There's only one guy on my side, and his name is Craig. Check him out. Skinny OG, boy. If you got a story to tell, call Craig. The government been checking your mail. Just call Craig. Your ex-girlfriend just fell down a well. Call Craig. They say they about to put you in jail. Just call Craig. Call Craig. Call Craig. Hey, you go and tell Craig. Call Craig. Call Craig. Hey, you go and tell Craig. Call Craig. Call Craig. Hey, you go and tell Craig. The only podcast that's ringing the bell. Call Craig. Boy, you know who to find. Just go tell him your story, it'll be fine. You know, have a good time. Yeah, this your boy Skinny OG. One love, big up to my boys. Tell Craig your story. Check him out now.
Hello everyone, Craig here. Welcome to another edition of the podcast, Tell Craig Your Story. Today we'll be speaking to Dean Smith. Now, Dean is born in Maitland, Australia, which is very, very close to Newcastle. And he is the host and founder of the KTP Podcast, which is recorded live every Tuesday night. Now, Dean is also the founder of the charity Smita Foundation, which tackles mental health issues. But before we go, please go to our website. We're at Podbean. Tell Craig your story at podbean.com. We have a YouTube account. Make sure you're subscribing and liking to get all the latest updates at Tell Craig Your Story. For our Chinese listeners, we have Bilibili, TikTok, and Red Notes. All right, here we go. This is my chat with Dean on Tell Craig Your Story podcast. Hi, Dean. How you going this morning or this afternoon?
Go, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks. Too much for your time. A bit of a year in review for last year. Tell me some of the highlights.
Where do we start?
Yeah, that's right.
Start with the foundation. Foundation just growing more and more each year, and this year we helped. I think it's about 40 people, 40 families with hampers this year, Christmas time, and then got family some toys and that, some brand new toys like Hot Wheels and Barbies and that stuff that lost their house, all their Christmas stuff in a house fire. So that was just a little bit that we did at Christmas time there, and had all the crew from the podcast dressed as Santa and Stitch and all that, and did a big thing for the kids.
That's awesome. And also about the podcast as well, KTP, or the Nighttime Podcast.
Yeah, it was Nighttime Podcast, but we've changed it to KTP now. Dropped the night because we do all teams now, not just the night. So we've dropped the nighttime stigma, and it's just KTP now, and we're like a mini footy show now. So I'm getting lots of guests on hopefully this year, and we've just, myself and the lovely wife, have just done a few little extra touches this year, and new banner, and as you can see, the new Smita Foundation lounge behind us. Yeah, we've got a lot coming up this year, and some changes coming, and time to change the ute up, I think.
Yeah, and if my listeners will remember from the start of last year, I visited you for the first time and you showed me the studio and everything. And you don't really know that it's there. And then when you walk in, it's like, oh my God, this is like legit. This is, you've put a lot of time and effort into it.
Yeah, well, when I first came up with the idea, I had a lot of people say it will never work. From what we've come from, I should send you a photo of what we first started with to what we're at here now. But that just fuels my need, my ambition to succeed. When people say you can't do it, you'll never do it, well, watch me.
How did you choose the people that come on? Are they friends?
We've had a few throughout the years. Some have stayed for a while, and then work commitments, they takes them away. But we've had a few that We lost Gaz at the end of last year. Unfortunately, he was one of the last originals, other than myself and the beautiful crazy lady. Yeah, but Gaz had to, unfortunately, at that age where he's just getting too much with work, and he's run down a bit, so he's left, but he won't be lost for good. He'll come back on where he can at guest spots. But the main thing is when you come and you become like a host or a guest here is that one, you walk in here and you have fun, and then you walk out after that with a smile on your face and enjoyed yourself for the last 3 or 4 hours that you're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk a bit of rugby league now. So Broncos won last year. They sort of came out of nowhere. They did really good at the end of the right time of the year. So what are your expectations for this year, for 2026?
To be honest, I think the Warriors are in with a red-hot chance. If they can stay injury-free and produce... Well, look what they did last year with all them injuries and still got into the finals. They've got, they've brought a couple of new people coming in and Mitch Barnett to be fit. Mitch Barnett, James Fisher-Harris combination up front. Yeah.
Good
and if the secret is their halves, but if their halves can stay fit and keep the the nucleus of the team on the park throughout the year, mate, I tell you what, they're going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. And what about Newcastle Knights? They got the spoon last year.
Well,
tell us about what you think about their chances. They're going to be playing in Vegas next month. So there's big expectations. They've spent a lot of money on Brown. So, what are your thoughts on the Knights this year?
I think where we're going to struggle is in the front row. I think we've lost Leo Thompson, even Jack Heverington. He's gone. I keep hearing that Ponga is going to leave Saga. I mean, is he or isn't he? No one knows. But I mean, where there's smoke, there's fire, isn't there?
Yeah.
So I guess, I mean, it's a chance it happened. And if he used to leave, I've got no bad blood against the bloke. He's done what he has to Newcastle, and you're only a rugby league player for so long. So, I mean, if that's what's best for Kalen Ponga, well, happy days, mate. And realistically, you got to, look at it from a club's perspective too. Like, if he was to go, that frees up like $1.4 million.
Exactly. Yeah.
And $1.4 million, and maybe have to throw a little bit more in there. You could get 2 quality front rowers in. I'm a big fan of Spencer Linu, as you know, and his partner, or the Kiwi, Nathaniel White. Oh, imagine getting them pair at Newcastle.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, I think that's where we're going to struggle, buddies, in the forwards. But yeah, I mean, we have to play Sandon Smith at half and Brown at 5'8". I know that leaves a Fletcher Sharp. Where do you put him?
Yeah.
But realistically, Ponga's going to be at Origin. Ponga's going to be rested throughout the year.
That's right.
Ponga could get injured round 1. We don't know. So, yeah.
He's very injury prone.
100%. And that's just football. That's the nature of the beast, isn't it? So, I wouldn't be too...
And then the thing with Ponga too, if he goes to the Roosters, where do you put him? You've got Tedesco at fullback. They've just signed Cherry Evans in the halves. So where do you play him? I mean, I think it's a waste if you're going to.
Yeah, I reckon Tedesco will be gone within a few years. To be honest,
Okay.
Maybe that's what they're looking at after Tedesco.
Well, he's signed for next year, like this year and next year, right?
Yeah, well, so is Ponga, hasn't he? Isn't Ponga with the Knights for
sorry, that's what I was talking about, Ponga's time.
Yeah.
The end of next year, I think.
Do contracts mean anything these days?
That's very true. And that's what they all keep saying in the media, that if the Knights want to let him go, they'll let him go. They'll find a way to...
Yeah, well, that's it, man. Like, they're all just there to benefit themselves and their families. Like, he is a great player. 100% he is. When he's on, he's on. But like I said, how many games has he played in the last 2 years for the Knights? Is it best for Caleb to move on for himself as well? And if that's the case, well, it's not going to be, the end of the day, we can't win for the next 20 years. It could free up money to make us a better team.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to sound like I'm dissing the bloke because I'm not, but you look at Fletcher Sharp. Is he as good? Well,
Yeah.
I tell you what, if he's not, he's going to be close to it soon.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a pretty exciting machine, and he's not on $1.4 million. So
That's right. That's right.
yeah, I
And
wouldn't be
good.
worried.
And gone are the days, Dean, where the Knights didn't have to buy players. They'd only have to buy one or two players. They'd get their core players from the local competition. In your opinion, why don't they do that anymore? Is the Newcastle competition not as strong, or why are they sort of not developing young players?
Well, yeah, that's the number one question. A lot of us up here in the Hunter, you know, why aren't we looking in our own backyard? Because a lot of other clubs come here looking.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right.
like you could build probably 3 or 4 first grade teams of players that over the years that we've let go and have become successful at other clubs. I know we can't keep them all, and we probably have to bring a few in from out of the area. But yeah, let's I'm pretty sure that we probably need to have a little bit of a shake up in the club, maybe, and our
Mm.
recruitment officer. Maybe we need someone that's just goes to every game. That's his job in the local areas. Just keeps going and circulating for players. Because I tell you what, they're out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So you only got to look at the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers. How many years in a row have they just won the NRL, the Newcastle Rugby League comp?
Yeah.
And yeah, they're just getting stronger and stronger. Well, there's another one there, Matty Lantry, the coach from the Pickers. Why not employ him? Because he's obviously got a good football brain. Why not employ him to be a scout for the club?
Who is the recruitment officer for the Knights at the moment?
I think it is. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's O'Sullivan. What's his name? O'Sullivan's father that plays the Dogs now, doesn't he?
Right.
Former Penrith and Dolphins player. So yeah, we need to look outside that. But I mean, you look at Penrith, you look at Penrith's nursery, and that's why they're so successful. Because come Origin time, they got 6 or 7 out. Well, that 6 or 7 in first grade, reserve grade, are ready to step up in that spot, and then
Exactly.
their reserve grade don't struggle either because the grade under are ready to step up to reserve grade. And, I mean, we had that, but yeah, it's time to
Mm.
bring that back.
And with you, Dean, did you play rugby league yourself?
Yeah, I did back in school, but I was more being 6'6", and I was more into. Got selected to play for basketball, and
Right.
strangely enough, being bigger than everyone else, it was something that I was excelled at. So I went down that path. But yeah, I was always into the rugby league. Played footy with the school, but yeah, outside of it, it was just tied up with the basketball mainly.
Was that representative status?
Yeah, I played with the Maitland Mustangs under 18 side, and
Yeah.
yeah, the New South Wales Countries championship we went to on that, and it
I'm
was
I'm,
good
ass-
fun.
I'm assuming you're a power forward or a center.
Yeah, played the centre. Loved
Yeah,
to play
right.
in the
Yeah.
centre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. You don't follow that. You just rugby league.
Oh, I used to. We used to.
Yeah.
Used to love the NBA. Big Dennis Rodman fan, or the Phoenix Suns with the Kevin Johnson back in the day. But yeah, I was a huge Dennis Rodman fan, and local was the Falcons till they shut down.
Oh, yeah, right. And you were
But
born in the Hunter Valley as well?
yeah, born and bred Maitland boy, mate. Grew up in Maitland there, but yeah, when I met Kylie and married Kylie, moved to Curry, home of Paul the Chief Harrigan,
Yes.
um, and Johnny Sattler.
We've got
Um,
that's some good players come out of Curry.
yeah, even outside of the rugby league, we've had Casey Stoner and Chad Reed motocross from out here. So yeah, had some. That's where I'm at the moment with the lovely crazy lady wife. So yeah, and that's where we are.
And you got a couple of kids as well? Big family?
Yeah, we got 4 all up. My eldest daughter, Michaela, eldest son, Braden, Cruz, and Portia.
Yeah, absolutely. What I like about the KTP podcast is, and the foundation is, you're going out to the local footy. I remember when I was back there in Australia, we went out to watch some of the women's Was it rugby league or tag?
Yeah,
Uh,
they had a bit of both. It's not over here at the moment. They got tag and then league tag. Sorry, where they got to pull out the two bits of off the side there. But yeah, we get involved and try help out as much as the locals as we can. Or even at the moment, we've got in touch with a Fiji side. They've got nothing. They'd have no jerseys. They have no footballs. They play on mud. And I tell you what, they bash each other. But they've got nothing. So we've gone out and we've sourced out 5 or 6 sets of jerseys, like 2 big tubs full of jerseys, drink bottles, some boots. Yeah, we're going to send it over to them.
That's fantastic. Also, with the foundation, you talked about it before, but just tell us how it all started. Like, what was the reason why you started the foundation?
Well, obviously, Smita Foundation, that would be my nickname, Smita. That's where it come through. I lost my dad at a young age and never recovered from that, to be honest. I don't think anyone ever does. You just learn to deal with it better. Then I was previously married before meeting Kylie to another, to Cruz's mother, and we divorced, and which, you move on to more happier times, but it was the fact of not going home and seeing my boy at the time, you struggle with. And I, got depression. I suffer from depression and that now and move forward. But I was at a stage where, before meeting Kylie, that I was contemplating ending my life. I pretty much was a lot fitter and leaner than I am now and had no shirt on, but I had the tree lined up to do it. And I just seen the tattoo of my son on my arm, and that's the only thing that stopped me. If I was as beefy as I am now, I probably wouldn't have had the shirt on, off. So I was probably lucky. But yeah, so through that, I just like to help people, and the bullying too. There's a lot of bullying these days, and if we can tackle that before it gets to the stage where kids think they're better off to do the unthinkable, or leads on to mental health stuff, well, if it's only one life we save, well, it's all worth it. But if I can save hundreds, and I want to get through the foundation, do a program with kids, hopefully one day get into the schools, or even if we can't attend the schools, even just do some kind of online stuff with them, and eventually get a counsellor available. Yeah. But also my wife has previously been involved with some domestic violence issues, and we're really big on that too. She pushes that really big, and I'm right beside her with that as well. And that's the 3 big things we are all about here. But anyone needs to know too, but that contact us throughout the year. We had 3 or 4 that had young kids with cancer, and they said, "Can you help?" And myself and the wife can't say no to people that ask to help. So we rubbish together with the crew. I've got an amazing crew, I must admit. The crew from the podcast are my crew with the foundation as well. They just get behind us. We get stuff out of our own pocket because it's all non-profitable organisation, and everything we get either gets put back into the studio or back out to the community. But we get, in our own pockets, and we go and we get a heap of NRL memorabilia and stuff like that, or music, and get it signed, and we just do live shows, auction it off. And I think there was one show we put together within a week, so it wasn't a lot of time, but we raised about 12 grand and split that between 2. Yeah.
Fantastic.
But that's just who we are. And I mean, one day it could be, heaven forbid, hopefully it's not, but it could be me that needs help. And, I'm not going to be here forever, but I want my kids to go, "Hey, that's my dad." And be proud,
That's fantastic. And I've watched a lot of your podcasts, and I've also been a part of it. And I've seen that you've mentioned talk to someone, or just call someone up if you haven't heard from them for a little while. I think some people just take that for granted. I really like how you say that. Sort of jogs my memory as well. Hey, just call a friend up and say hello, or just ask them how they're going. Yeah.
100%, mate. And we've got to break the stigma of everyone out there going, I'm not going to ask for help because I'm the man of the house, or, I don't want to be looked at as weak. Look, I'm 6'6", 130 kilos, covered in tattoos. I've got a mohawk. It's not weak. Like, I think if you come to me and say, "Mate, I need help," I don't look at you as weak. I think that's a show of you've got some balls and you've got some strength to say, hey, I need help.
Yes.
And, that's where using my, my profile of what I look like too. I want to put that out there and go to do some men's stuff, whether it's all online or we can go do some workshops or whatever and get people to say, look, and show people, look, it doesn't matter how big you are. It doesn't matter how small you are. We're all human. We all need help.
Yeah.
And if we bottle it up, that's when problems arise.
Mm.
It's something I'm passionate with, and to be honest, I'm really proud of what myself, the wife, and the crew have done over the last few years, and it's growing and growing. And yeah, hopefully, we can just keep going, helping more people.
Absolutely. And you've mentioned too that the NRL have got on board with you as well, and you've asked a couple of NRL players to come and help, and most of them, as you said, have helped you. So, who are some of the NRL players that have helped you with the foundation?
Oh, the players are good. A lot of players are good. But the NRL don't really want to borrow it.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, because they've got too much other rounds involved, which
Right.
I think is a cop out. Because realistically, mental health can, affect any of us. So, we've got our Indigenous rounds, and I enjoy them too. And we've got all these different rounds. But what's more important than anything to me is it a mental health round? Yeah, we do it with Origin, but it needs to be a standalone round to install all this so people get to learn more. And then realistically, what's it hurting?
Yeah, that's right. Even last year, we've had players that have came out and said that they were bullied, and then all of a sudden they leave the club and go to another club. I mean, it's absolutely crazy that in 2025 and 2026 that stuff is still happening.
Well, that's the thing too. Also, not just the bullying too, but a lot of these young players can't handle the fame or getting dropped or
Mm,
whatever, and then they get mental health issues, or they turn to drugs, or they turn to alcohol, and they play it. Well, this kind of mental health and program could help stop a lot of that. I
yes.
just don't get why someone like the NRL would not be jumping on it, and not just. I get you have counsellors and stuff, and 100% they're helpful, but there's only so much you can learn from a book.
Yeah.
They need people that actually been there, been through it, hit rock bottom, and come out the other end as well, because there's only so much you can learn and teach on from a book. You need people that have been there, done that, and can relate to it. Yeah, I just think the NRL have got, they're investing all this money in Vegas. Well, mental health.
You're
Anyway,
right. You're right. Yeah, yeah, it makes sense as well. And let's also talk about the podcast as well. What have you got coming up for next year? I've seen on Facebook that you've got some new things coming up.
I'll tell you what, mate. While we've got you on here too, something we're pretty excited to announce too is we're bringing back Street Talk, where we're going to take the podcast to the streets.
Nice.
And yeah, we'll be on the streets interviewing people, and not just myself, but I'll be doing some of it. But I'm going to get some of the crew, not just the crew that are on camera, but I'm going to get some of the crew that are involved with the show in different areas of the world to take the camera out and do some interviews as well. So yeah, there'll be also Vegas too. Some of the crew will be going to Vegas, and you're heading there yourself.
It's still undecided yet. I probably will, but yeah, not 100% confirmed yet.
Fair enough. Well, keep an eye out for the cameras, and we might get you doing some interviews too. But yeah, Big Mark and a few of the others will be heading over there. So we're going to bring back the old street talk, and we might have some giveaways as well. But we've also got stickers that we give away for free of KTP. Put them on your cars, and yeah, we've got people in all areas. We're going to give $100 cash away per month to a random sticker we see on a car, merchandise, and every man's favourite, a fridge full of cold beer. So we're trying to give back to as much as we can to all the viewers out there. But we're going to have more Zoom interviews with players this year.
Fantastic.
A good friend of ours, John Hopawade, we love talking to him. We're going to get him on. I've got a few NRL players that we talk to on a regular basis, and try to get a couple of Knights boys I know into the studio to come on the show. Sometimes the club does put a stop to that. So hopefully we can get around that and get them in there. And but some exciting stuff coming ahead with us with the show this year. But we've had to get rid of Gazbag because Gaz has left, but we're still keeping it, but we've changed it. It's just it'll just be the mailbag, but where everyone can get involved and talking Schmidt, everything like that will be back, so where you can all call up and get involved with the show. But yeah, can't let too much out of the bag, but we're working on a few things. That's right. For sure. We want to get more involved with the local, not just local, but some of the junior football and that as well. So
absolutely. And I was just going to say there may be something brewing for the grand final as well.
Hopefully, yes. We
can't say too much.
Hopefully, if we get that across the line, we won't say too much, but we'll be doing a show outside of Australia. So put it that way. So which you will be involved with.
Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that. That would be fantastic. And I was going to say also that I was a guest on the show last year as well. Definitely, if I get a chance to come back to Australia, I'd love to come back on again.
100%, mate. Anytime you're here, the door's always open for you to come on and be a guest, have a bit of fun and, enjoy it. But, we'll have to do some live shows this year as well, too. And that would be after. I might have to be MA rated because we have a few. Well, last one, I think it was the last one we got a little bit under the, a little bit drunk, or I wouldn't say drunk, but had a few, got a little happy, and I was doing shoeies out of James Fisher Harris's actual playing boot.
Yeah.
And well, it was to raise money for the girl that had cancer, so they said $400 if I did a shoey. So I'll tell you what, man, this thing stunk. It was putrid, but you do what you do for charity, don't you?
That's it. That's to do it for a good cause. Take one for the team, 100%. Right? Social medias, Dean, where can we find you for our Australian and international listeners?
On our Facebook page, it's KTP Podcast. We're hoping to have a website up this year as well, but we're on TikTok, Instagram, but mainly on Facebook. We're on there, but also if you just want to look at our, we're on YouTube as well. If you just want to watch our shows, and Spotify, but just trying to keep up with all the social media platforms and, working a full-time job and running the foundation does take its time, but we're slowly getting there. And we started off only getting like a few hundred viewers a week. Now we're up to 1,500 to 2,000 a week, so we're going
fantastic. Good. Well done. So what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
The best piece I can probably give back is just enjoy it, because we're not here for long. Life's too short. Enjoy it, no regrets, and especially your parents, because before you know it, they're gone. And just enjoy life and help others.
Yeah. And if you could go back to visit a young Dean, 12, 13-year-old Dean, what advice would you give to him?
Hang in there, because you're a Knight supporter. To be honest, mate, I'm pretty proud of my life, of what I've done. There's not a lot I wouldn't change. I probably, look back and I probably could have been a better person throughout sometimes, but I've learnt from that. And that's made me the person I am today, and how I help people. We help people as well. A lot of credit I must give to my wife, Kylie, too. She's helped me throughout the years on quite a lot of things, become a better person. But
lovely lady.
My when he was still around, I couldn't be more proud of. To be honest, I'm proud of my wife, my family, my kids. Yeah, I wouldn't change anything.
And you're always at the footy at the Knights with the Panthers jersey on, trying to get signatures for the foundation. It's just great. Great to see.
Yeah, the life she loves. No matter who plays against the Knights, she'll go for the Knights, unless it's Penrith. But yeah, she's always there supporting the Knights with her Penrith jersey on still, but she loves the Panthers.
All right, some quick questions about your favorite topics like music and sport, and then we'll wrap it up, Dean.
Sweet as, brother.
All right, so music. Give me your top 2 or 3 favorite artists of all time.
Linkin Park is my top one. Huge Chester Bennington fan. Never got to see him actually, and I do regret that. But I listen to Linkin Park religiously that much. The kids get sick of it. Big Papa Roach fan too. Leave a Light On. Have you heard that?
Yes, a long time ago.
Yeah, love that. Listen to that religiously as well. And third would be Metallica. I love me Metallica as well. And then, I go to others as well, like John Butler Trio. I like John Butler.
Nice.
I love how he can play. He's just a freak, really. But also huge, and I'd love to one day meet Jelly Roll.
Oh, come on. What's the best concert you've ever been to?
I used to be a bouncer for the NRL and do also concert security, so I've seen a lot. I was a big Tool fan. I liked Tool, but their concert was absolutely ridiculous. It was the worst I've ever seen. Probably the best one by far was Creed.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, right.
It was not long after September 11 stuff in America, and the stage show and the concert they put on, second to none, to be honest. So the most recent one I've been to was Ice Cube and Hits from the Bong.
Cypress Hill.
Cypress Hill. Yeah, sorry, Mental Break, Cypress Hill. The wife loves them, so I went with them, and that was not too bad. But the one that stands out probably was the best one was that. But did Ray Charles once? I remember Ray Charles, and
yeah,
that was interesting too. But it was definitely Creed concert.
Growing up, who was your favorite rugby league player?
Or the Chief Harrigan.
Oh, nice.
Yep, got to meet him through a local legend, Gary Harley.
Great.
Yeah, a good friend of ours, and then
another legend, another broadcasting legend, right?
Gary
Harley.
Yeah, absolute legend, Gaz is. He took me in to meet the Chief, and my auntie worked for the Knights, and she took me in with the Chief as well. So, and then he left, and then it was Sione Mataudia. Big fan of Sione still to the day, like legend of a guy, and they were the 2 standout ones.
Who's going to win the grand final for 2026? And who are they going to play?
Oh, I better say Penrith because, I know where my bread's buttered, but all honestly, if Penrith can look at them last year, they've got to be in there. But they obviously got to give the Broncos credit. To be honest, I reckon it's too early to call, but I reckon it would be between the Broncos, Penrith, Canberra, Storm, or Warriors. They're my top.
Okay. And what do you think of these new rules that they're potentially going to bring in?
Oh, can I say it?
Yes, you can.
Dog shit. Why are they stuffing with the game when it's not broken? Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I reckon, honestly, the people that are running the NRL need to go and put someone in there that's passionate about the game, not just trying to make money. Like, yes, I guess I understand it's a business, but they're ruining the game.
Yeah. I think they're changing the rule because they want to change a rule. I mean, there's no other reason why.
That's stupid, but even that talk about getting rid of the kickoff. Come on. And I get, okay, they do get hurt here and there, but that's why you paid like $1 million a year.
So Matty Johns in the news say it's just complimenting a bad defense. Make a tackle, and then it won't be a blowout game,
It's getting ridiculous when they're going to do that.
Yeah. Last question, Dean. Who's your greatest inspiration or hero and why?
My dad. Always has, always will be. Yeah, he was pretty sick in his life, but always, never complained really, and just loved his wife and his kids, and I mean, I've got sporting heroes, but no one will ever come close to my dad. Yeah, I've got a song that's pretty close to my heart. It's My Hero by memory blank again. Foo Fighters. Sorry.
Foo Fighters,
yeah, and that's my dad's song because he's my hero. But I mean, I've got some out there too, like I wouldn't call them heroes, but people I love to meet. Being Jelly Roll for one. Papa Roach would be another one. And, I've got a couple of football players that are outside of my favourite team that I'd love to meet. So, but yeah, my hero was my dad.
That's a great way to finish it off there, Dean. Thanks for your time again. Good luck for the KTP podcast. And I love the Smita Foundation. I think that the NRL should eventually one day get on board with you and sort of promote this because it needs to be developed more and the word needs to get out, not only just in Australia, but internationally as well. But
100%, mate.
Yeah, I look
Hopefully
forward
we can get some.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I look forward to catching up with you when I come back to Australia.
Too easy, mate. Look forward to it, and hopefully we can get you get that little thing going for grand final day overseas, and you'll be a huge part of that as well.
Yes. Still working on that, but I think we're going to get there. We can
Sweet, man. You're a legend, mate.
And we can start promoting it.
Sounds bloody good to me, mate, and we'll catch up for a beer.
Absolutely. Thanks, Dean.
Too easy, champion.
Yes, folks, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. Parlay Restaurants and Sports, located in Jing'an, Shanghai, your new favorite spot for barbecue, burgers, and so much more. Come out to watch all your favorite sporting events. Enjoy brunches, weekends starting at 11 on our terrace. Test your skill at darts, pool, and Golden Tee, an icon bar classic. 9 beers on draft, the freshest barbecue cooked daily, and so much more. This Saturday, starting at 5 p.m., followed by our first brunch Sunday at 11. Parlay, we have you covered from kickoff to last call.